Matt's tomato sauce for his spaghetti and meatballs has cooked down and is ready for the next stage.
Right, so to that, now you could blitz that, you could shove it through a shimmer, but that's not simple. What is simple...
So you don't want to leave it chunky? You actually want to smooth...
No, I want it a little bit smoother than that, but what I do want is a lot of that good stuff in the finished sauce, right?
OK.
So, in a colander, with a ladle, and just grind it around, and then just basically do that until it's dry. So all you're left with is that sage, bay leaf, and a bit of onion.
And it's ready to have the meatballs added.
I'm quite surprised at this, but I honestly thought that you would roll those in the pan. If you did roll them in the pan, would the cheese start to break down in the pan?
It does work, and it would brown nicely because of the richness of that cheese in there. But it's just cutting out a stage that's not totally necessary, really, and that's what you want when you're dealing with simplicity. Comfort needs to be instant as well, doesn't it? Because you might not need comforting in half an hour.
Whilst the meatballs cook, Matt gets his spaghetti on, and it's over to Paul to get going on his fish fingers. He's using pollock, which is a good, sustainable white fish.
And I'm going to cut this into fingers, all right? That's the important thing. So we'll just straighten out the fillet. And this has all been boned, it's been skinned on the other side, OK? And into pieces like that. You don't want them too thin, because if they are too thin, you'll sort of lose the flavour of the fish in between the breadcrumbs. So you need a good bit of fish in there. Right, OK, I think that'll probably be enough.
Paul then gets ready to coat the fish. He whisks together eggs and milk, and he's using Japanese panko breadcrumbs.
And these come like that. You buy a bag of completely ready white breadcrumbs.
He then dusts the fish in flour before coating in the egg mix.
These are going to be big fish finger sandwiches, aren't they?
Yeah, but I think it's got to be chunky, isn't it? And I'm going to put it on quite a thick slice of bread as well.
Right.
With loads of tartar sauce.
Sounds
I need the points, Matt. I'm going all out.
And finally, he covers in the panko breadcrumbs.
See, this is simple, but it's quite posh.
Quite posh?
I think so.
You're joking.
Well, when I heard you were doing a fish finger sandwich, I was a little perturbed, actually. But it looks like it's going to be quite grand.
I think it's going to be fantastic, mate. And I think it's what everybody likes. You know, in a moment of comfort, I would say if you were list, you know, everything in life that was comforting, fish finger sandwich would be up there. Right at the top. Right at the top of the Premier League of comfortness.
Paul then shallow fries his fish fingers in vegetable oil.
By the time the breadcrumbs are golden on each of the four sides, they'll be ready. OK.
And they're almost ready to serve.
Right, just tossing in a little bit of good olive oil.
I've gone for plenty of tartar sauce on the grounds that you like it, I like it, so they must like it, surely.
Right, I'm just throwing it all in a different pan here, Paul, just because I don't want to damage the meatballs by dumping them on top. So there's a little bit of parsley in there. Plenty of parmesan. Good Lord.
There we go. Well, it's a meal, isn't it? I mean, it's
certainly is.
A meal in itself. OK, right.
Right, let's go and see what they think.
There you go. There is my simple comfort food fish finger sandwich.
OK, looks very nice, looks very big. And that's my simple comfort food, my spaghetti and meatballs.
Excellent.
Time for Matt and Paul to find out which simple comfort food dish is perfect.
Right, you ready?
Yes, go on.
You know what? What? It's complete whitewash. Again.
No, not again.
Fish finger sandwich with tartar sauce gets 3.
Oh, you're joking, really?
No.
Oh.
Nobody likes spaghetti meatballs.
It's great, but they're not simple.
It's really simple.
They're comforting, but they're not simple.
It's really simple.
Oh, thank you.
The judges liked the flavour of Matt's spaghetti meatballs, but when it came to simplicity, they thought Paul's fish finger sandwich just had the edge. For them, it was the perfect nostalgic comfort food to cosy up on the sofa with and couldn't be easier to make.